her channel when it was her birthday, so I thought, that'd be interesting to do. So I have on my phone 28 facts about me. Let's get started. Number 1, I'm allergic to blue dye. Like icing, food coloring, all that fun stuff. So yeah, if it's got blue dye in it, I'm allergic. And my cat is trying to come. Nozo, you gotta stay there. Number 2, the first day I went to college, I thought someone stole my car. The story behind this is it was just parked in a certain parking lot, and there was many exits from the building, and I went out one and it was just the wrong exit, and I really thought somebody stole my mom's car, and I called her on the phone crying, being like, Mom, I don't know how this happened, but nobody stole the car. I walked out of a different area in the school building. So yeah, that's kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. Number 3, I was born in Bath, Pennsylvania. Actually, no, I was born in Bethlehem, but we lived in Bath, Pennsylvania. And we moved to Florida when I was like 2. Number 4, my brother threw an umbrella at my face, and I have a scar somewhere on the left side of my face. Brotherly love. Number 5, I was really sick for my high school graduation. I was like throwing up the day before, and I think the day after, I found out I had a double ear infection. Random little extra fact, I was actually sick like the last 6 months of high school. I was just always being around little kids. I was in sign language, and we were always going to the elementary school teaching the kids sign language, so I was picking up all of their germs. I was always sick. Number 6, my brother cut my hair when I was 2, and I looked like a little boy. Yeah, Mom was at work, Dad, I don't know if he fell asleep or what, but Adam got a pair of scissors and gave me a haircut. I will try and find a picture and insert it somewhere. I'm actually going to try and do a intro with pictures of me throughout the year, so I will try and get that in there. Number 7, I went to 2 colleges, a local community college and then a smaller university that is like 5 minutes away from my house. Number 8, I've wanted to be a teacher since I was 5. When I was in kindergarten, my kindergarten teacher was the best, and I was always like, you know what, I want to be that kind of a teacher that when a kid is sad, they can go up and feel comforted by their teacher. She was the best teacher ever. And I also was influenced by my mom. She had a daycare when I was younger, and I always wanted to be, like I said, that caring teacher who always was there for their students. Number 9, I'm a very emotional person. I can cry at the drop of a hat. There's a series of commercials from either the ASPCA or whatever, and it's always about like the animals that are like starving or on the streets, and my mom and I both have to change the channel because we will both start crying. So I get it from my mom. Number 10, I love making lists. As we can see here, I made this on my phone, but whenever I start going on vacations or anything, I'm always like, let me make a list. I love the satisfaction of checking off something that I did during the day. So I'm like, yay, I actually did something with my day. Number 12, I want to visit each state. When I was younger, I was like, that'd be such a cool idea to be able to say, I visited each state. So that is one of my bucket list things. And number 13, I want to travel outside of the country. I want to travel to Ireland, Rome, just everywhere really. I just have the travel bug. 14, I really didn't enjoy high school. My teachers didn't know how to teach me correctly, so it was a very frustrating thing. Number 6, oh, see, look, or 15, wow, number 6, I can read. I already said this one. I was sick the last 6 months of high school because of the sign language class and teaching the first graders sign language. Number 16, I can read to people really well. I get a good read off people and know if I'm going to be friends with them pretty soon or if I'm just going to be like, okay, I'll stand back from you. Number 17, I have a learning disability. I learn things a little bit slower, and I also have dyslexic. I'm also dyslexic. So learning in high school, that's kind of the reason why I hated it. Teachers didn't know how to teach me. And if you look at me and interact with me, you really can't tell that I have a learning disability. So my teachers, I don't know, they were just frustrating in high school. Number 18, I got kicked out of a college class. When I was at FAU, we had to take music class for like elementary music, just in case we wanted to be a music teacher or whatever. And one day I got there and class hadn't really even started, and one of my friends came in and was like, "What have we done so far?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing. She just passed out papers and we wrote the date on it." And my teacher flipped out and goes, "Allison, stop talking," and like yelled at me, kicked me and my 2 other friends out of class. For like a good 5 or 10 minutes, we just sat out there being like, I'm an adult. Did I really just get kicked out of class? Yeah. Number 19, I got my driver's license when I was 19 years old. Number 20, I got in my first car accident the week I got my driver's license. I was on the way home from school, waiting to merge onto a busy road, and this chick just slammed into the back of the car, pulled over into a parking lot, and called my mom, again, hysterically crying, being like, "Oh my god, I just got in an accident. I think the car's totaled." It was my first accident, so I was very, like, not knowing what the heck was going on, but the car was fine, I was fine. I kind of effed up my back a little and still have some back issues because of it, so yeah. Number 21, I had my first alcoholic drink on my 21st birthday with my dad. We went out to a restaurant, and he was like, "Oh, you should try it. I think I got the chocolate margarita," or whatever. So bad. I do not recommend. Number 22, I'm really, really close with my mom. She's kind of like a best friend at this point, and we do a lot of things together, and we're just really, really close, and I love it because she's so cool. Love you, Ma. Number 23, my favorite movie is Grease, the musical. I don't know why, I just love that movie so much. I can sing along to like every song. Such a good movie, and I really enjoyed Grease Live that was it NBC did. It's really good. Number 24, I always feel like I'm an adult. If some of you don't know, my brother has Duchenne's muscular dystrophy, and I've kind of had to grow up really quick. In middle school, I was helping with him in high school, and in college, and then now, I'm kind of like a second caregiver to him. So I've always felt older than I actually am. So yeah, and I have a video about his disease and stuff. I'll link that below. Number 25. I only like going to the beach at night, and it's crazy to think because I live in South Florida and the beach is literally 10 minutes away, but I hate it during the day because it's so hot and there's so many people there. It's beautiful at nighttime. It's like the perfect temperature. There's not a lot of people there. In my mind, that's the perfect time to go to the beach, or like early in the morning. Number 26. I want a ragdoll kitten, and I just want all the cats in the world, but my dream cat is a ragdoll. I just think they're so fluffy and big and adorable, but any cat will do. We have three little cats, and Zoe's over in the corner staring at me. I'll show her at the end of the video. Number 27. I was held back in kindergarten. Yes, that is true. I did 2 years of kindergarten, not because I was not ready educationally to move on to first grade. Emotionally, it was the first year that I'd been like separated from my mom, because my mom worked in a daycare when I was younger, so I went to that daycare, so I was always with my mom, so it was like a emotional thing. I told y'all, I'm very emotional. And last but certainly not least, I want to be a ghost hunter, like Ghost Adventures or Ghost Hunters, where they go into haunted buildings. I've always had, ever since Adam and I, my brother, started watching those shows, I was like, oh man, that would be so much fun. If I weren't so afraid of it, I would so do it. But that is my 28 facts about me. It's kind of crazy that it's my 28th birthday. Oh my gosh. But I'm so excited to see what the age 28 has in store for me. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big old thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, I also make daily vlogs, and I would enjoy it and love it if you would subscribe and come along on this fun and crazy journey that is my life. Like I said, I will show you Zoe now. She's been sitting there the whole time, just staring at me. Say goodbye. Goodbye, guys.